Hello everyone, this is Jem from Battle Finance. Welcome back to our channel. We are with you on 20th of April intraday analysis. On this video, we will just cover some news first and we will go ahead with our charts. Alright, before starting the video, I just want to thank you to GAM Markets for sponsoring to our videos. Thank you so much for supporting us on their platforms, and then we are advising for our clients, for our watchers, to open an account there and then just benefit from amazing competitive spreads. And also they are just doing like a spot main thing, like we are covering like oil, gold and other things almost swapless or really low swap. All right, let's go to our video. And this morning we have received Japan balance of trade, and the trade deficit is more than expected. And also we have received just 1 hour ago the trade deficit of trade balance of Europe area, and that was also deficit but less than expected. That's kind of good, but still last year this month they were just reporting surplus, and now they are reporting deficit because of these high energy prices. And if they cannot find alternative to Russian gas and oil, this will be going like this for the next couple of years maybe. All right, let's start with our first chart. As you can see here, our first chart is silver, and on silver we have seen sharp sell-off. Reason is 10-year bonds of US, and also even Japan 10-year bonds are rising and skyrocketing at really high levels. It has tested almost 3% real yield of US 10-year bonds was 3%, and it's really high. So some people have just jumped from precious metals to treasury bonds. And as you can see here, it's just made a big decline and it just slowed down, and with the last 4-hour candle it's trying to go up. If we just see another like a green candle, we can just say alright, it's turning the tide. But let me just show you something. There are 3 channels, as you can see here. This one is the risk channel. When there is a lot of risk in the market, the price of silver goes on that channel. This is opportunity channel for the last 2 to 3 weeks, for the recent months we can say that one. So this is the trading channel. As long as on this one it may just go up and down, and then you can just make money on silver trading. That's for sure. Let's look at our second chart.
You are ready to win with us, GAN Markets.
Alright, our second chart is Nasdaq. As you can see here, Nasdaq is trying to go higher on Europe session, but we will just expect the real effect of Netflix losses in US session. That's the critical part, because for the first time in their history, Netflix has lost their subscribers. The main thing, they have raised their prices in many countries, and that caused some losses on them. Another thing is people are focusing on food prices, not entertainment prices. That's another thing. Inflation is like this. When you just buy the bread 2 times like a higher than the original price, just the price you have bought last year, if you just buy that bread on that price, so you just think about the next month, and then you don't think about what is the new series on Netflix. That's why this is affecting these high-tech companies, entertainment companies. It's at the same time, we may see the same effect if we just see these high inflation, a global high food inflation, especially if we just see that one. We will see that one in hotel chains Also like your food chains as well, because they will just report people just prefer to stay at home, and that's why we have just not posted really good earnings. We may see that one as well. So it's getting more cautious, it's getting more dangerous. This inflation thing is just changing the preference of people. That's why it's happening. So the market, as you can see here, just making some hikes, but the earnings didn't help. Like we are almost in the middle of the earnings season, and right now, as you can see here, we have seen lower levels. There is nothing really happening. So you may just think that, all right, we are getting closer to Fed the first rate hike on the beginning of May. We are just 2 weeks away. That's why it's declining. After first rate hike, we will see higher level of Nasdaq. That's true. We may see, but it will be temporary. Why I'm saying temporary? Because on June there's another one. On July there's another one. For each of them, they are planning to increase almost 0.50 rate hike. That's why we are not over yet. Let's look at our last chart. Alright, our last chart is Bitcoin. As you can see here, Bitcoin is trying to go higher, but the last hour candles are just staying short in this area. These levels are kind of becoming hard times for Bitcoin. When it just like go over 40k, it's just trying a few thousands more, a few k more, like 42, 43, and then sell-off to start until to 38k. Reason is the Fed expectations are just growing, and it's affecting the market severely, and people also they kind of lost their passion on cryptocurrencies. A lot of people are still trading on that one, but still they have kind of lost their enthusiasm on cryptocurrencies, especially on the last year. Like we have started for around like a 50k on cryptocurrencies on Bitcoin, and now we are just testing that one, and year to date is already in loss. And last year high levels, when we just compare that one, we are 30 more than 30-40% in loss. That's why people are just being cautious or just checking the alternative coins, the altcoins. So what we can expect, it can just go a bit higher more, but then you will see it will just get into overbought territory, and a sell-off can be expected on Bitcoin. Let me just show you something. When it just goes higher and just becomes a really overbought territory, it was around 47-48k, but right now it's just coming to overbought territory at 41k, 42k. That's why the ceiling of the Bitcoin is changing and lowering these days. That's important. So if you just want to trade, at least wait for the correction of these rise, then you can just make another buy or sell on that one. Thank you so much for watching us. We will be together on more news. We will cover more charts with you. Have a nice day. Bye.